It's election season at WSU. We have exclusive interviews with both candidates for ASWSU president.
And a look at the rising gas prices in Pullman and where you can still find the best deals. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good afternoon and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Grace Harvey.
And I'm Norma Fulweiler. The ASWSU election is next week. Candidates took to the debate stage last night to discuss their campaign priorities and answer student questions. This is the first contested presidential election in 3 years at WSU. Current ASWSU Vice President Grace Carpenter is running against Washington Student Association President Colin Bannister. Our reporter, Levi Coovert, got an inside look at what each of their campaigns are offering to the student body.
Multicultural program.
The debates have been held, and it's almost time to vote. I spoke with both candidates to hear their visions on how they would lead as ASWSU president.
One reason why y'all should vote for me and our campaign, Reed Scott and I, is not only combined together do we have 4 years of ASWSU experience, but spread out we have reach and experiences from all different aspects of campus.
I think the biggest issue impacting our students is affordability and access to education. And we really want to address that through, preventing tuition increases, protecting financial aid at the state and federal level.
Ideas and student ideas into action.
When asked what their top 3 campaign priorities would be, here's what each candidate had to say.
We have 3, and that first one is going to be student engagement. I think the biggest piece into keeping students here at WSU, besides money, is having a community to support them when times get hard. And then our second pillar is going to be Cougar identity. So Cougar identity is really bringing back that Cougs Help Cougs and that spirit back into WSU that we've kind of lost and faded a little bit. And then our third and final pillar is going to be resource visibility.
Both candidates placed an emphasis on transparency to students.
The first one is fighting tuition increases, so using student government to do that. And then the next one is enhancing campus community and safety. And then the final is increasing ASWSU transparency and access.
Now, if you're anything like most students, you might not have even known these elections were happening. Last year, the estimated voter turnout was below 5% in the ASWSU elections. That's a fraction of the Wazoo community deciding on massive financial stakes.
And then we also have one down.
Voting begins Tuesday and ends on Wednesday. I'm Levi Coovert reporting for Murrow News 8.
Due to its ongoing budget shortfall, the city of Pullman is moving forward with budget cuts that will affect city facilities. The city is reducing the number of Neal public hours in the library by 7 hours a week, with the reduction coming on Monday evenings and Saturdays. The city is also eliminating all recreational programming at the Rainy Park pool this summer, besides open swim, and is reducing the amount of concerts and movies in the park. We reached out to the city's communications coordinator, Megan Farron, who told us the city does not view these changes as permanent and is operating on a year-to-year basis. According to Farron, the decision to reduce library hours was a data-driven decision that will not affect their full-time staff. A combined total of 40 part-time or seasonal employees will be affected by these cuts.
Pullman police will be conducting speed emphasis control checks this weekend. The patrol will take place on Saturday on State Route 270 and Terraview Drive. Police are urging drivers to slow down and stay safe on the roads.
Multiple Latah County government positions are open for election. The county commissioner race is currently between incumbent Republican Tony Johnson versus Democrat Carol Wells. Latah County coroner's seat is also open, with Democrat Kathy Maba running for the position. Democrat Debbie Carsolin is new to the race, having filed yesterday.
WSU is ending its use of an AI detection software. Murrow News 8 reporter Tyler Kolbis reports on the cut and what students think about it.
Washington State University has terminated its contract with Turnitin's AI detection feature, software designed to identify potential AI-generated writing in students' assignments.
Yeah, typically it would scare me when I would see percentages that are high.
While traditional plagiarism detection may still be available, the AI detection tool will no longer be used in academic integrity cases. For students at WSU, submitting assignments online is already a routine for us, but with the university stepping away from AI detection software, what questions are going to remain? How is AI going to help students with work? Is it going to be detected that much with academic integrity, not having an AI detection software? Questions are still going to be remained about that. Artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT have become increasingly common on college campuses nationwide, leaving universities to determine how to balance innovation with academic integrity. Students say the issue just isn't about detection, but clarity.
But I'm hoping that they can make it better and give more feedback instantly, because I think for the most part, people just look at it as a scare tactic.
As AI technology continues to evolve, students at WSU say the conversation around fairness, responsibility, and enforcement is far from over. Reporting from Pullman, Washington, I'm Tyler Kolbis, Murrow News 8.
The conflict in Iran has already had impacts in the inland Northwest communities, with gas prices increasing around 10 to 20 cents per gallon since the assassination of Ali Khamenei. The lowest price in Lewiston as of yesterday was $3.09 a gallon, a rise from $2.84 on Wednesday. Gas prices in Pullman have also risen. We sent our reporter Becky Oberlander out to see where the gas is most expensive locally. Becky?
Yes, guys, I'm here at the Texaco gas station on Grand Ave, which is one of the most expensive gas stations here in Pullman at $4.29 a gallon. Now, Washington State is known to have higher gas prices in the country compared to other states because of that gas tax. But luckily for you here in Pullman, I have put together a list of local gas stations so you can know where to get the cheapest gas. So at Safeway is our cheapest, $4.09 a gallon. Then we have our Conoco at $4.14, and then that Chevron by that Sunset Mart at $4.24, and then our two highest stations are Texaco and Mobile, both at $4.29 a gallon. Even in Moscow, which has been known to have shorter, less expensive gas prices, the Nom Nom has gone up at least 30 cents due to all of this. So that is all I have for you on gas prices. This has been Becky Oberlander reporting in Pullman for Murrow News 8.
Yeah, thanks, Becky. You know, Grace, I don't know about you, but I am one that likes to go over to Moscow and Idaho to get my gas. Usually the prices are almost $1 cheaper. I think right now it's $3.29 at the gas station I choose to use. So Washington has some competition if they want to keep up with what we can get over in Moscow.
Absolutely. I think all students, honestly, you hit that little grocery run and the gas run, got the Winco right next to a gas station. That's how I like to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up, changes are coming to the U.S. Cabinet. Find out more after the break.
And a grand opening is coming soon to Colfax. Stay tuned on Murrow News 8.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
President Donald Trump announced this morning that there will be no compromise to be made with Iranian leaders. The United States and its allies will require a full surrender. Like we are seeing here on the Palouse, United States citizens are concerned about the impact the conflict will have on domestic gas prices. The president addressed these concerns earlier this morning in an exclusive interview with Reuters, saying, "I don't have any concern about it. They'll drop very quickly after this is over. And if they rise, they rise. But this is far more important." Our reporter Tyler Kolbis spoke with students on campus to see how they feel about the conflict in Iran.
I'm here on the campus of Washington State University, and I had to ask students here a little touchy of a question of what their opinion was with the current conflicts in Iran.
I think it's just not worth the resources anyone on either side of war is worth putting into.
It's wrong and that it shouldn't be like this.
Right now, like, we're focusing all our attention on that just so we can get like a bit of the global supply chain territory.
From Coleman, Washington, I'm Tyler Kolbis, Murrow News 8.
President Trump has fired Kristi Noem as the Director of Homeland Security. Trump announced Mark Wayne Mullen, a representative from Oklahoma, will take over the position effective on March 31st.
WSU's Cosmic Crisp apple continues to grow in popularity. Our reporter Olivia Solis investigated how the apples are packaged and sent into stores around the world.
Ever wonder how the Cosmic Crisp gets in your stores? Let's go to the Washington Fruit and Produce Company to learn more.
The Washington Fruit and Produce Company has been manufacturing apples since 1916, feeding our community for more than 100 years. According to fruit growers, Central Washington has been a hotspot for growing world-class tree fruit, with rich soil, abundant water, and generations of expertise. However, behind the scenes, this process is very tedious. I spoke with Vice President of Marketing Steve Smith to get a better view of what it takes to bring these apples to our homes.
One of the first stops for apples when they get picked off the tree, if I'm picking apples today, they're going to get picked up on a truck this afternoon. They're going to come into here and get put into refrigerated storage somewhere. If we're going to run them later on in the year, anytime after 2 months, they pretty much go in here. And so we've got hundreds of these rooms here and outside of here. Part of our day is hauling. We are hauling apples all around to feed the packing line and whatnot.
Inside the factory, employees are seen moving crates on forklifts, packing bags, creating boxes, managing machinery, and inspecting the apples for defects. When placed on the conveyor belt, the apples take a journey through a lazy river where they are submerged in water. This is where the dirt and grime filters off for the next section. After being rinsed and dried and covered in plant-based wax, it goes into a camera system. System operator Mikey Hanks is in charge of analyzing each image. The computer takes photos of all sides of the apple from top, bottom, and side to side, generating 270 images for just one apple.
270 times per apple, in fact 10 apples per second. So that's 2,700 images per second per lane.
After going through the infrared lighting, the sticker rolls add the barcode to the apple that later would be scanned in stores. From there, employees get the apples and begin packing them in bags that later get sent to handmade boxes, which later end up getting shipped to your local grocer. Production has many components, but according to Smith, Cosmic continues to be successful in their retail and strive to continue for years to come.
Small fruit with a big presence at the dinner table. And Olivia Solis, Murrow News 8.
Palouse Brewing Company is expanding to Colfax and will be celebrating on Tuesday with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The public is invited to the ceremony, which will be held at the Tap House at 2 p.m. Tuesday afternoon. The Tap House is in the location where Wild Ember Kitchen used to be.
So how do you, when I'm going to Colfax, I really only go through there to drive home from the west side, but maybe a brewery will be enough to make me stop in Colfax. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
You know, I'm not sure. I haven't really had the chance to get around to many local breweries like that yet. And like you said, Colfax, sometimes I stop there for the Rosars. It's a little bit cheaper than the one in Pullman, but nothing else really draws me to the city of Colfax. But potentially a new business may be able to do that for us. So I'm excited.
Yes. Okay, and after the break, Connor will have an update on the potential taste of winter weather coming soon.
And an update on renovations of a WSU sports facility coming up.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
It seems pretty cloudy out there right now, Connor, but what can we expect heading into this evening?
Yeah, overcast and cloudy conditions have been kind of the theme throughout the day so far. 60% chance of precipitation going into the evening, though. And with those wetter conditions coming in, rolling in on your Friday night, if you're planning on having any backyard barbecues outside, whether it be on a Greek Row, apartment land, wherever you might live, we're expecting to be a little bit wetter than normal, so plan around that if you can. High of 46, low of 40, but going into tomorrow's weather forecast, high of 56, low of 42, and with those warmer temperatures, it's going to be a nice time to actually get outside and kind of be productive for once if you have a garden. A great chance to get those flowers going. Partly cloudy conditions, and that sunset is starting to continue to come up into that later range. Now, moving into our state map, we've got rainy conditions overall on the west side. Those showers have been coming down pretty consistently in both the capital and in Seattle, but that's a little bit of a different story than on the east side of the state. Moving into that kind of center part with the Tri-Cities and Yakima, we're experiencing a little bit of higher highs, that mid to high 50s range, but with Spokane and Pullman, we are a bit colder. Still the overcast, cloudy skies. That's the trend that's going on that side of the state. Slight chance of rain in multiple areas and regions as well. But moving into our 5-day forecast, partly cloudy on Saturday. Again, that's that 56 peak is coming up just a little bit higher, and windy conditions. Going to be some wind gusts coming in on Sunday. Don't let that knock your socks off. Stay strong out there. But moving into Monday and Tuesday, 50% chance of snow. Might get a taste of that winter weather, but don't expect too much of that to stick around. Even with the sub-freezing lower temperatures, that's not going to do it. A little bit of flurries, maybe have to scrape off your car a little bit, but don't worry too much. That weather's not going to stick around too long. Now sending it back to the desk.
Yeah, thanks, Connor. You know, being from the Seattle area, those mild temperatures are my bread and butter. But in other news, earlier this week, I was able to check out the site of the $3 million WSU football locker room, set to be complete in either June or July. And I was able to discuss what it meant for Cougs everywhere.
Okay, yeah, the locker room I think is really important because in this area of college athletics,
We want to make sure that we're taking care of the student athlete experience. And when we talk to those that are invested in the program that want to support what we're doing, they kind of lean on us for what do we need? What needs to be upgraded? What needs to be improved or built upon?
Currently, the WSU locker room looks like this, completely gutted. But with a few months and a couple $1 million, it could look like this. The Cougars finalized their fundraising requirement of $3 million and began renovations in June of 2025, claiming the refresh was long overdue. Deputy Director of Athletics Brad Corbin said that there is only one event that brings the entire Pullman community together, and that is a football game. By showing recruits and students alike that donors have paid in full for the renovation, we show our community a commitment and investment in Washington State football.
We want recruits to come in and see that investment, and it's a really cool facility. I mean, to say it very simply. So it just, that overall commitment was really important to our donors.
And still to come, both WSU basketball teams are still alive in the WCC tournament.
And the World Baseball Classic has begun, and there's a WSU alum getting in on the action. Find out who after the break.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Well, hey folks, welcome to sports. We got a bit of good, a bit of bad, and a bit of both. Starting off, the World Baseball Classic is underway. Team Japan got things started with a 13-0 win over Chinese Taipei. The United States play tonight against Brazil at 5 p.m. and Team USA is favored to win the tournament, led by Aaron Judge and Kyle Raleigh. Now, our own WSU alumni Will Cresswell is competing for Team Great Britain as their backup catcher. So I suppose we can root for two teams. But Washington State women's basketball won their tournament opener against Seattle University at 80-58. Eleonora Villa led the team score with 22 points, which gets her 522 points this season. After entering the second quarter tied 17-17, WSU charged ahead, garnering a 12-point lead and only built from there, ending the game 22 points ahead. The Cougs started their next game at the University of Pacific today at noon. WSU men's team also played today for their first game in their WCC tournament. The Cougs enter the fray at the 8th seed and earned a bye through the first round. They play against Portland tonight at 6 p.m. Going into the tournament, WSU has lost their last two regular season games and will need to break the streak. But WSU baseball is facing off against Texas State today and started at noon. The Bobcats took the first game of this series 13-11 after getting an 8-point lead by the third inning. Now, the Cougs had taken some ground back, scoring 4 runs in the 5th and 8th, and even out-hit their opponent, but were stopped at the top of the 9th. But the interim director of athletics, John Harlow, is concerned about the state of WSU's football schedule for next year's season. The Cougs will play 9 straight games without a bye, with their last home game falling the weekend after Thanksgiving again. In an interview with Coug Fan, Harlow said that he went to bat to prevent this and was frustrated that WSU had done for the Pac-12 League for the last 2 years. But as we coming up from the break, the heartwarming story of Simba the cat. Staying with us on Murrow News 8.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No, I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
If you live in apartment land, you've probably seen signs for Simba, the missing cat. Simba was missing for 27 days before he was found in critical condition 2 weeks ago. He was nursed back to health by WSU veterinarians and is finally back home with his owner, Emma Thrower. Thrower said having Simba back makes the world again. She said she's still smiling all the time, thinking about him, and no longer takes him for granted. Now, Simba is so sweet and so cute. I just feel so bad for her, and I'm very glad that she got him back. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, you know, Grace, I have 2 pets of my own, and I must say that I spend so much time with them when I get to go home to Tacoma. I would be absolutely devastated if I lost either of my pets. Not to mention that when you see those lost cat signs, that you really take a moment to think about how they probably won't really get to see your pets ever again. You know, that's kind of what you think about when you see those signs. So it's really an awesome opportunity that this young pet owner got to have her cat come back home. Hopefully her veterinarian's bill is not that high, because I see all those casts on that cat, and that had me a little worried for her wallet. But, you know, the things you do for your pet.
I was going to say those videos were so cute. I'm so sorry, guys. We were not on the screen, but you did get so much footage of Simba, and he is adorable. Do you boys have any thoughts?
Yeah, I have one cat back at home as well, and that would scare the heck out of me if I lost him. But I heard that you lost a tortoise back in the day?
Well, yeah, these guys were laughing at me, but I lost my tortoise quite a few years ago. We let him outside sometimes, and then we lost him in the grass, and he burrowed under 3 fences. And he went across the road and he went into the green belt.
Oh my goodness.
So we were able to like track the story, but yeah, so that we lost him.
R.I.P. Logan.
I miss it. Well, he's fine out there. He's just in the green belt.
Yeah.
So. Yes, absolutely. That's what you tell yourself. Well, thank you so much for turning into an eventful episode of